Welcome, founders, builders, and strategic partners. You are in the exact right place. Today, we're diving into this explainer on the architecture of DreamPlay. If you're a community leader looking to create genuine, structural value, well, buckle up. We're going to explore how this totally visionary ecosystem fundamentally shifts how we recognize and actually reward human connection. All right, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the participation problem. Explore a new economic vision, break down the three key roles, look at fueling the ecosystem, and then wrap up with your immediate mission, the founder sprint. Let's get to it. Section 1, the participation problem. We're talking about making the invisible completely visible. So think about our current economic model for a second. Everyday human contributions, they're totally invisible. It's this old world that's hyper-focused on speculation. Value is completely detached from localized daily community action. You know the drill. People just sit back hoping some speculative asset goes up, disconnecting completely from their actual neighbors. DreamPlay totally flips the script by introducing a model built entirely on community activation. In this new paradigm, your local, everyday participation isn't just some nice-to-have byproduct of society. No, it is the actual foundational layer of value. We're shifting the focus away from passively watching a chart to actively participating in your local network. Just think about the things we all do every single day. Helping your family navigate a problem, organizing a neighborhood get-together, sharing a career opportunity with a buddy, or just taking the time to teach someone a new skill. Imagine a local community leader who spends, say, 10 hours a week organizing events and checking in on folks. These human connections are the literal engines of a healthy society. Yet in traditional economic systems, this massive global network of goodwill, it's completely invisible. It goes entirely unrewarded. And that's exactly why DreamPlay's architecture was built. It captures, visualizes, and rewards this exact everyday energy. It takes what is currently invisible and transforms it into recognized structural value. A real game changer. Moving right along to Section 2, a new economic vision. Enter the participation economy. Okay, so DreamPlay represents this massive structural pivot toward what we call a participation economy. This is a brand new kind of ecosystem built entirely around people, community, and opportunity. Instead of extracting value from people or, relying on market hype, value here is generated by real people gathering in real communities. It's an economy where your engagement creates actual, measurable opportunities for the people around you. In a participation economy, the time you spend connecting with others, learning together, and engaging in shared activities, that is the exact fuel that drives the entire ecosystem forward. Now, let's get super practical for a moment. You might be wondering, in an age where everything is incredibly digital, decentralized, and honestly often deeply disconnected, where does all this participation actually take place? Like, why do centralized physical and digital community centers even matter anymore?
Well, the answer is the House of Blessings. You can think of this as the foundational anchor for the whole ecosystem. It could be a physical space right down the street in your neighborhood, or it could be a dedicated digital hub online. Regardless of the format, it's a dedicated community center where people gather, learn new skills, play together, and genuinely support one another. It is the beating heart of the participation economy. It's where neighbors meet to share resources, where real connections are forged, and where all that local energy is channeled directly into creating real-world impact.
And let me tell you, the vision for these centers is massive. The long-term goal is to establish exactly 19,531 houses of blessings globally. 19,531. Just imagine a connected, living network of nearly 20,000 active hubs all over the world. As these houses grow stronger, they interlock. Local communities become way more resilient, creating this unprecedented global network of opportunity that is fueled purely by active daily human participation. That brings us to Section 3, the three key roles. Let's look at the human engine behind all this. To make a massive ecosystem like this actually function, DreamPlay relies on a human engine made up of three distinct roles. First up, we have the participant. Think of them as the customer in this ecosystem. They bring the energy, join the community, and actively engage in daily activities. Second is the house owner. You can think of them like a restaurant owner. They're on the ground, curating a welcoming environment, running the daily operations of a specific house of blessings, and driving local opportunity for everyone who walks through their doors. And finally, we have the community builder. They act a lot like a franchise developer. Their mission is all about scaling the network, helping multiple house owners launch, connect, grow, and ultimately succeed. These three roles work in perfect synergy to sustain and expand the whole shebang.
Now, it is absolutely vital to understand the difference between everyday participation and leadership. Participants, they are the absolute lifeblood of the system. Their engagement is what gives the economy meaning. But if you are a founder, a builder, or a strategic partner tuning into this explainer, your true opportunity lies in leadership. Operating a single house or developing a wider network of multiple houses means you are stepping up. You're providing the critical infrastructure that makes everyday participation possible for thousands of others. Leadership is essentially about holding the space so that participation can truly thrive.
Okay, Section 4, Fueling the Ecosystem. Let's talk about activities and credits. Let's pop the hood and look at how value actually flows through a house of blessings on a daily basis. It all starts with a core activity called Blessino. Now, this isn't just some social game, it's an activation mechanism that's deliberately designed to bring people together in a really fun, engaging way. As people participate in Blessino, that collective action organically generates active support, and that support flows directly toward funding education, sponsorships, and creating real, life-changing opportunities for individuals known as scholars within the community. In the process of funding these scholars, the activity actually mints what are called DreamPlay community credits. And these community credits? They are the vital fuel of the entire ecosystem. I want to be super clear here. These are absolutely not speculative tokens traded on hype or market volatility. No way. They are a direct, visible receipt of genuine human participation. When these credits flow through the system, they trigger this amazing cascade of real-world impact. Local workers are sponsored. Scholars get the educational support they desperately need to advance their lives. Local neighborhoods gain tangible resources. It's this continuous, closed-loop engine where visible participation directly drives community growth and unlocks new opportunities for literally everyone involved.
Which leads us nicely to Section 5, the Founder Sprint Mission. It's time to talk about activating the foundation.
Every great city begins with a solid foundation, right? Well, while the ultimate long-term vision is nearly 20,000 centers, the immediate mission happening right now, today, is the Founder Sprint. The goal here is laser-focused. We need to activate the first 3,125 houses of blessings. This is the ground floor. This is exactly where strategic partners, early adopters, and visionary leaders step in to lay the architectural groundwork that will eventually support the entire global network. It is the absolutely crucial first step in bringing this participation economy to life. So, the blueprint for a brand new economy is laid out right before you. We're shifting away from invisible, unrewarded efforts towards a dynamic, thriving participation economy powered entirely by real community activation. The Founder Sprint is officially underway. The only question left for you is, what role are you going to play in building this new foundation? It's time to take action. Join, sponsor, build.